Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Now we're back to our regular scheduled programming, Minds of Mayhem Wrestling Podcast. The Nova Take again with the names. I am your host, one half of your host, King Rome. This is my guy over here, Nova, aka Nova Taker. We're like I said, we're back to our regular scheduled programming of the podcast. Like I said during the live stream, we took a month off, so we're back and better than ever. As Eric Bishop would say. Hey man, how was your week so far? After being on, man. Before we get into that, I want to thank everybody that came in and tuned in Summerslam with us. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Also, want to shout out Chuck and Tamani for coming in during the main events because they pulled the time where they basically took time of their like relaxation to come and join us on the podcast. Now, the first night was great because the reactions we had both reactions on the Monster Man podcast page on YouTube, where it's basically us just losing our damn minds when it came down to like certain like events that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we got a lot to talk about this week because a lot of stuff has happened since, and now it's like now we're getting ready for Clash of Paris.
Mm-hmm.
So how was your week so far, bro? How was your week?
Week was pretty good. Still getting over the high of the, Brock Lesnar return and all of that other stuff. Like, it still don't feel real, but
No, it doesn't.
at the same time, it's like this is what WWE is all about: the shock value and the story and all of that other stuff. So outside of that, my week was pretty good.
We're gonna get into more with the Brock Lesnar situation because it has drawn a lot of drama since his return. Because his name is still being a part of Janelle Grant case and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like they brought him back and nobody really expected him to come back, and then Triple H get a lot of backlash, TKO's get a lot of backlash.
Mm-hmm.
It's the thing is though, it's all like I said. We're gonna get into it. We'll get into it. Also, we're gonna talk about the ruse of the century. Seth Rollins pulling off was not the most craziest worked situation that happened.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that as well. And also, the match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. That's the match that should have been at WrestleMania 41. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
That match should have been there.
Yeah.
But as always, and it's been a while since we did it, and I figured let's do it right now. Let's get started with the rundown. All right, we in the rundown. All right, so let's get started off with obviously the biggest shock of night one of SummerSlam. Rules of the century. As we were saying before we started the show, that had to be, if not the greatest kept work secret in this generation for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the fact that we all really thought that Seth tweaked his knee. We thought he was legit hurt. He was on the Rich Eisen show. I would say the following week he was hosting for Rich Eisen on his show. Came in there on crutches and the brace and everything. Then there was a video. Then a video surfaced of Seth walking around with his daughter and Becky was recording him walking around. So we're all thinking like he's off TV for a little bit. He's off for for 3 weeks, damn near.
Mm-hmm.
So he was gone for a little bit, and next thing you know, we thinking he's gonna be out until next year.
Right.
But when I tell you that Saturday night, in the back of my mind, with Punk and Gunther being the main event, and then with the two bronze basically having their match first, I
Hmm.
had a feeling it was going to be some type of shenanigans happening or something. But like I said, it started with basically Seth coming out on crutches with Paul Heyman holding the briefcase, just like just saying that keep it warm while we have it, pal. I'm going to take that from you. Next
Hmm.
thing you know, Paul's just standing there quietly and just chilling. Next thing you know, the camera zooms in and pans into Seth. All we see is Seth remove the crutches like he got healed by the preacher, takes the brace off, runs down to the ring,
Hmm.
and beats CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Punk only held the belt for 5 minutes and 12 seconds. And if you see the reaction, you can see my guy over here was pissed off about it. Rightfully
Uh,
so, because if you follow CM Punk's whole like return and everything, for him to get that belt was like very like successful for him.
hmm.
And for him to get the belt took away from him that fast, yeah, it's gonna piss people off that you're a CM Punk fan. But at the
Hmm.
same time, it's a story right there. It's like it's gonna keep building, and it's like also Seth is petty to a T where he hates Punk.
Right.
And when I like seriously, the night Monday night when they did the whole now the group was called Division,
Hmm.
which is a perfect name for it because this is basically a reincarnation of Evolution. Only difference
Yeah,
is
to a
Paul
degree,
Heyman
yeah.
don't fight. That's the only difference. Current
Yep.
Evolution, you had Ric
Definitely.
Flair, Batista, Randy Orton, and Triple H. They all fought, but
Hmm.
I thought they were gonna add another member to the group this past Monday. To be honest with you, but I guess not. Probably later on down the road. But all in all, we see that now it's Seth Rollins now reign of terror over Monday nights now. And
Hmm.
as it stands right now, we see that Clash of Paris is coming up, so most likely it'll probably be a match between Punk again and Rollins, and they're gonna probably insert LA Knight as well. But I'm like,
Yeah.
who also is like, LA Knight didn't get booked for SummerSlam. It was like kind of like misfortunate a little bit. So it's
Right.
like, damn. But it was cool to see him back this past Monday night. It would have been cool enough to see him beat Seth, but it wasn't gonna happen. Let's be real.
True. True. True.
Yeah. So how would you? Well, we had your reaction, but all in all, just summed up. Like, how did you feel about Seth Rollins cashing in on Punk the way he did?
Um, I'll say this from a fan's perspective. Like, I was upset about it because of the nostalgic feel of Punk being champion and him getting that. I guess you could say that main event status that he's had it, but that kind of sort of solidified him a little bit. And then on top of that, it's like, um, what could Punk do with the title that will set him out from his original run? But I'll say from a business aspect, I get it for story purposes because of that hatred between Seth and Punk and that whole story. In my honest opinion, I think this is going to further, I guess you could say, in a way, further the story between Seth and Punk. Hopefully, we get it at Mania. Um, but at the same time, like I said, I wanted to see Punk get that validation that he's always wanted as a main eventer. Period. Because you hear the promo that he had with Seth. I think it was like around his return from injury last year, saying that he didn't hate the WWE, he just hated the guy that ran it. And for those who didn't see the Unreal documentary or docu series rather, check it out because you'll see a moment between Triple H and CM Punk, and Triple H give him that reassurance, like you're finally in the main event of WrestleMania. Like this is the spot that you fought for. This is the spot that you um have always preached about as far as proving that you could be a WrestleMania main eventer. And and for him, like I said, for him to get that title, it was like a breath of fresh air. But for Seth to cash in and take it away from him like that, story purposes, also deja vu of what happened at Mania 2 years ago with Drew McIntyre. So there's always that. So
Yeah,
um yeah, I could say on one hand I was pissed off, but on the other hand it drew me in more to see where they're gonna go as far as this Seth Punk thing in the World Championship. So we'll see.
yeah, that's true. I agree with you 100%. Because hello, you,
Up, up,
uh,
up.
hold up. I think my camera had a little malfunction. Hold on a second. That's weird. Hold on. Okay, so I know like you were saying that as it pertains to it is kind of crazy how it happened like that though.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it is what it is. What can we do from there from it? Also, my camera is down right now, which is insane. So hold up, give me a
Oh,
minute. Let me see what I can do.
oh boy. Well, while he's doing that, folks, if you're in the Discord, if you have Discord and you want to talk about your opinions about um, Punk, Seth, or any parts of SummerSlam, hit us up in the Discord. You get to talk to myself and Rome as far as how you felt about SummerSlam or how you feel about the story between Punk and Seth. So hit us up there, or just hit us up on Instagram where we can shoot the breeze about SummerSlam being 2 nights moving forward and all of that good stuff. So yeah,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna have to probably restart this whole process again and everything. So give me a quick second while I'll take care of this right quick. So we're going to end this right now, and we're going to come right back. Okay, we right back. We right back, guys.